Hello everyone, welcome back to MakeMoneyBlueprints.com with your host, Billy. If you are new here, we are a channel that bringing you business ideas, strategy, business blueprints for you to try and start. Our team has spent many hours and conduct this research that I have in this video for you. We have a great one today. And for today's episode, we'll look into how to make money with Airbnb without owning property. So let's get started with today. With over 5.6 million Airbnb worldwide, you probably know somebody who hosts an Airbnb. For some, hosting can be a lucrative side hustle, and for others, even turn into a full-time job. With that being said, we can't all afford to own a property, but that doesn't mean that we should miss out on the money, right? If you can't afford to purchase a property, or just not something you're interested in doing, there are many other ways that you can make money with Airbnb. First is rent your rental. The idea here is that you rent out a property with the intention of listing it on Airbnb. So you rent out a property for a long term, let's say 1 year lease, at an agreement upon rate with the owner, and then you pull a profit posting the property on Airbnb for a rate that will cover your rent and then some more. This is also known as rental arbitrage. This one isn't for everyone though, since you have to ask the landlord for permission before you rent out their place. If your landlord isn't thrilled with the idea, you can offer them a cut of your profit. This might help to get the deal done. With a few that have already done this as an experienced Airbnb property manager notes that the rental arbitrage, while it's good making money opportunities, it just isn't possible in most places. Many big cities like New York have made it nearly impossible for renters to re-rent their Airbnbs. So make sure you definitely have to have a conversation with your landlord so you can understand their opinions as well as your state's laws. Tips number 2, become a property management. You might not own your own property, but that shouldn't stop you from managing others people. There's a market for homeowners who want to get their property up on Airbnb, but just don't have the time to, or skill to, or to do it successfully. So this is where you come in. If you have the time and you can be responsible for a listing on property, communicating with guests, dealing with any issues that arise, and ensuring the property that is properly clean and ready for new guests. Essentially, you take over all the responsibility other than paying a mortgage. In simple terms, property management, often arranged as co-hosting, carry less risk and also less reward than rental arbitrage for the Airbnb entrepreneur. For the Airbnb entrepreneur. Rental arbitrage also typically requires signing a lease, which is legally binding. But look at the good situation that the profit potential for Airbnb arbitrage is higher. So how do you make how do you make money from being a manager of the Airbnb? Well, you and the homeowner agree on a fair percentage. Typical Airbnb property manager charge around 20 to 30% per night rate. The amount you could charge should also vary depending on factors like location of the property, is it close versus is it in the boony, and the type of service that are being offered to the guests. Those who live near higher price rental can make a pretty penny. Those who live near the rural area, however, the travel might not worth the cost. Make sure you do the math beforehand. Tips number 3, become an Airbnb affiliate. If you're running a website, a blog, or a YouTube channel, or a TikTok channel that brings in a minimum of 1 million visits per month, or an app that has over 1 million open per month, then you can become an Airbnb affiliate. The affiliate program has a much higher barrier to entry than most other options on this list, but you have a popular website or an app of an audience that could benefit from Airbnb offering. If you have what Airbnb needs, why not give it a try? Airbnb offers 2 ways to become an affiliate. Way number 1, guest affiliate program. Feature Airbnb property on your sites and earn a commission for every booking that you're responsible for. Number 2, host affiliate program. Highlight Airbnb hosting opportunities on your sites and earn a commission for every new host that you have your hands signed up. Tips number 4, house cleaner. If you ever booked a stay through Airbnb, you've probably seen a charge of cleaning fee. This should come at no surprise that once a guest depart from Airbnb rental, someone have to come and change the sheet, clean the bathroom, and make sure the space is shiny and neat for your next guest. Well, you should be this person, or you can make a business to fulfill the host's need. While some Airbnb hosts are very hand-on and choose to clean themselves, many are looking to hire somebody to do the work. A lot of hosts own property all over the world, need a reliable person to keep their rental in tip-top shape. You can find these opportunities opportunities in various places. Check job board on LinkedIn, Indeed, or a post on social media. Ask any host you know if they're looking for a cleaner, or go the old-fashioned route. Post flyers. Go to Airbnb and find out the host email and cold email them. You can really start a business of house cleaning for Airbnbs. Tips number 5, Airbnb experience host. If you're not interested in becoming a property host, Airbnb offer another opportunity to host called an experience host. In this role, you can earn money by leading guests to amazing experiences. Whether you lead a bike tour through the city, take a group guests on a backcountry skiing adventure, or treat them to a culinary experience that they'll never forget, the choice is yours. In my opinion, this is one of the best ways you can make money with Airbnb, because you are getting paid to do something you love. If you're interested in becoming an experienced host, you need to go through the Airbnb 3-step process. Number 1, learn Airbnb experience host expectation. They want to see your passion with a unique, fun, and immersive guest experience. Number 2, submit your experience. Provide a description of what have you experienced, what will the guest do, how long would it take, and many more. And even sometimes a picture, so that an Airbnb team can get a good understanding of the experience you want to offer the guests. Number 3, just sit back and wait. The Airbnb team will review your proposal and get back to you with a yay or nay. Tips number 6, Airbnb house sitter. What happens when an Airbnb host want to go on vacation? Who's going to take care of things while they're away for a week or a month? Enter you, the Airbnb house sitter extraordinaire. As an Airbnb house sitter, you are responsible for taking care of the host's living space while also managing their Airbnb rental. This is a pretty sweet deal, especially if you're looking for a cheap way to see new place. This situation allows you to travel to new destination, stay for free, and also make some extra money spending. That's a win-win. The important thing to note here, though, that this job aren't the easiest to come by. Some people post right on Airbnb. You can also Google house sitting in your area to find out some opportunities. Tips number 7, Airbnb co-host. The co-host feature is a great way for people on Airbnb that own property but lack in time required setting things up and manage their listing. Airbnb hosts allow to co-host. A co-host is someone that the property owner adds to the listing that has permission to help with particular tasks, like communicating with the guests, posting the listing, managing listing, restocking supply, and so on. If you're interested in becoming a co-host, you can reach out to somebody you know who currently hosts an Airbnb and ask if you can become a co-host. I also have a great business idea. You can start a company that's co-host Airbnb. Again, reach out to all the Airbnb listing, find their email, find the owner phone number, and cold calling and telling them you will help them get more customer, co-host, rearrange their SEO titles, take better pictures. You also can provide cleaning people. With that, my friend, you have a business. Well, in summary, owning your own property is not really needed if you can provide with creative ways to toward the problem. With these 7 tips, I hope that you get a better understanding of how you can make money without owning property on Airbnb. Thank you for listening. It's been great. Your host, Billy. I'll see you on the next episode.